A very good evening to everyone. I'm Akanksha Chandra from Startup India. It is very heartening to see the presence of such brilliant individuals in this event today. And as a young professional, it is my privilege to speak before you. Your contribution in building the nation is commendable, and I would like to take this opportunity to walk you through the story of the Indian startup ecosystem and the Startup India initiative. The Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi launched the Startup India initiative on 16th January 2016 as a clarion call to the innovators, entrepreneurs and thinkers of the nation to lead from the front and drive India's sustainable economic growth. A 19-point action plan for Startup India was unveiled by the Prime Minister, spanning across three major pillars of simplification and handholding, funding support and incentives, and industry academy partnerships and incubation. The initiative thrives for providing a long due impetus to the entrepreneurial setup or in the economic landscape of India. The results of the same are visible now as India has emerged as a top destination for startups. Today, India is positioned as the third largest startup ecosystem with a strong competency of accelerating to the top. Our startups are addressing the challenges being faced by the world. Demand-led innovation is peaking, spurred on by the pandemic's tailwinds, and digitization is happening across the length and breadth of the country. In a very short span of time, India has shown a great appetite for technology, data and internet. The number of startups recognized today stands at more than 64,000, which is a testament to the growing movement. Out of these, 46% of the startups have at least one woman director or a co-founder, and showcases an increase in the number of women entrepreneurs in the startup ecosystem. Every startup requires hand-holding, which includes resources, connect to mentors, connect to fellow entrepreneurs. Startup India has launched the Startup India Hub, which is a one-stop destination for startups and other stakeholders. The hub aims to act as a friend to a startup and support in every single manner. More than 5 lakh users have registered on the Startup India portal, which consists of tools, templates, partnered services, query management services, knowledge bank, to name a few. How does the government really define a startup? An entity which is a private limited company, LLP, or a registered partnership hasn't exceeded a period of 10 years since its date of incorporation and has not exceeded a turnover of rupees 100 crores in any of its previous financial years, is innovative, scalable, and works towards creating jobs and wealth is considered to be a startup. Getting a DPIT recognition is extremely simple, an online process, and provides a startup with multifarious benefits, such as rebate on patent and trademark applications, income tax and angel tax benefits, self-certification for various labor and environmental laws, and easier public procurement. Funding is pivotal for any startup. Recognizing the same, the government formed a fund of funds for startups with a corpus of rupees 10,000 crores to increase capital availability as well as to catalyze private investments and thereby accelerate the growth of the Indian startup ecosystem. Out of the said fund, rupees 100 crores is earmarked for women-led startups. In 2021, bridging the gap between an idea and a startup, DPIIT launched the Startup India Seed Fund scheme, a 945 crore corpus scheme to provide financial assistance to startups for proof of concept, prototype development, product trials, market entry, and commercialization. This would enable startups to scale and pass the valley of death, enter the markets, and compete against established corporate players. International access to Indian startups is one of the key objectives under the initiative. It helps to connect Indian startup ecosystem to global startup ecosystem through various engagement models. This has been done through international government-to-government partnerships, participation in international forums, and hosting of global events. Startup India has launched bridges with 13 countries that provides a soft landing platform for startups from the partnered nations and aid in promoting cross-collaboration. actions taken so far have resulted in a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship taking root firms across the length and breadth of the country. The results are visible across all fields of human endeavor. The National Startup Awards have been conceptualized to further strengthen the startup ecosystem in the country. It is an initiative to recognize and reward outstanding startups in the ecosystem and the ecosystem enablers that are providing innovative products or solutions and scalable enterprises with high potential of employment, generation of wealth, demonstrating measurable social impact. In 2020, the first edition of National Startup Awards was launched by DPIIT. A total of 192 finalists were handheld across 9 vital pillars of support. Apart from cash prizes, finalists and winning startups were provided exclusive handholding support in 9 areas, including Investor Connect, International Market Access, Regulatory Reforms, Corporate Connects, Product Showcase, Mentorship, and Government Connect, and a dedicated program on Doordarshan, among others, to highlight stories of the best innovations in the country. These startups, post the awards, collectively reported an average revenue of 3.5 crores, more than 3,600 jobs generated, more than 400 crores of funds raised, and a 49% increase in net profits. Despite the challenging times during the peak of COVID, the Indian startup ecosystem had showcased unprecedented resilience and zest for innovation, which has been playing an important role in propelling the nation's socio-economic growth trajectory. As a successor to the first edition, National Startup Awards 2021 imbibed the philosophy of recognizing and rewarding outstanding startups and enablers which have demonstrated exceptional capabilities in terms of its impact. The 2021 edition also recognized startups innovating solutions to promote Indic languages and to complement national efforts to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. In line with the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, NSA 2022 will acknowledge startups and enablers who have been instrumental in revolutionizing the developmental story of India and hold within them the power and potential to enable the vision of activating India 2.0, fueled by the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The recognized entities will benefit from such recognition not only in terms of being able to attract more business, financing, partnerships, and talent, but also enable them to serve as a role model to other entities, budding entrepreneurs, and to inspire them to be more purposeful and responsible about the socio-economic impact. NSA 2022 will also focus on the ESG practices, climate change, and other sustainable initiatives such as blue economy, green economy, sustainable tourism, digitization, etc. It aims to look beyond the traditional thought process of measuring the success of a startup, that is, to funding, financial gains for investors, etc., to parameters such as benefit for the society, solving a key problem, developing innovative solutions, which brings a paradigm shift in the approach in the sector. Startup India is now inviting application for National Startup Awards 2022 across 17 sectors, 50 subsectors, and 7 special categories. A startup can apply for only one sector and subsector, and eligible startups can now apply to a maximum of 2 special categories. A cash prize of Rs 5 lakhs shall be awarded to one winning startup in each of the subsector, and of 15 lakh each to an incubator and an accelerator. In order to celebrate achievements by women in the startup ecosystem, all the editions of the National Startup Awards have a special category for women-led startups. In the 2021 edition, 863 applications came from startups in the category of women-led startups. EdTech, healthcare, agri-tech, clean tech, and business support services are among the top 5 sectors that have witnessed the highest growth in startups, with at least one women director in the past 5 years. We had Azuka Labs from Bangalore that won the women-led category in NSA 2020, which works in the biotech and life sciences sector based on their innovation impact and scaling potential. In 2021, a startup from Jaipur, Frontier Markets Consulting, won the women-led category and employs more than 100,000 women. The application for National Startup Awards are open till 15th March 2022. One needs to be a DPIT recognized startup, which is an extremely simple online process, and this is an opportunity to get recognition for your contribution to the startup ecosystem. Other eligibility criteria include having a hardware or software product or a process solution that is present in the market, having all the applicable trade-specific registrations, and no default in the last 3 years of the entity or any of its promoters. Considering the pivotal role an incubator or accelerator plays in the startup ecosystem, NSA recognizes the contribution too. Both incubators and accelerators should be structured as an independent entity. A company, a public trust, or a society should be operational at least for 2 years as on 1st January 2022. The only difference is that incubators must have successfully graduated a minimum of 15 startups, while an accelerator must have successfully graduated a minimum of 10 startups. The National Startup Awards will provide extensive hand-holding across various pillars of support, including pitching opportunities to winners and finalists for presenting to relevant public authorities and corporates for potential pilot projects and work orders. They will also be given priority for participation in various national and international startup events sponsored by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Besides the cash prize for incubators and accelerators, NSA recognition helps such enablers in promotion of their activities and support offered among the startup community. I would therefore urge you all to get every startup, incubator or accelerator you know to apply for the National Startup Awards and get their stories forward. Thank you.